What's up, guys? In this video, I've got a free pick for you. I have put down, I think, over $10,000 on this play. This is one of my most confident underdog plays that I have seen in a long time in the UFC. If you look at what I did last week, I net over $40,000 in profit. Now, I had a huge play on Paulo Costa parlayed with Max Holloway over significant strikes alt line, and that paid $3,000 to an $18,000. And then going into the main card, I was so confident in Kevin Holland. I'm doing the math. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get about $36,000 back if Kevin Holland just does his job, which is my most confident play on the card. Ends up losing. But at the time, I'm like, you know what? Let me get a little aggressive here. Because if I'm going to have a big night, I might as well get aggressive. I'm in the stadium. Let's do this. So I parlayed a couple underdogs with Max Holloway. So I took Pitbull, that hit. Paulo Costa, that hit. Max Holloway, that hit. $3K to win 38. Was not a VIP play, but it just shows how hot we are. Now, I hedged out of it, so I ended up profiting probably 28K on that play. The rest of my $40,000 profit was on VIP, so VIP probably profited around $12,000. And then the VIP card before that, we brought home over $40,000 as well. Actually not, because 10,000 of that was LSU. So about 30,000 profit the card before that. So over the last 2 months, I have profited $10,000 on LSU and then an additional $84,000 on purely UFC. So I'm up $84,000 on UFC alone. I'll show you my picket calendars for June and July. You cannot fake the picket, boys. I'm going to make a video breaking down how I've profited this much because the strategy I'm using is very interesting, and even if you don't have the eye for anticipating different styles in the UFC like I do, it is something you can get better at least. And the overall money management strategy is something that I think everybody could take something away from. I've been, if you see the picket calendars, I've been ultra selective. I really am only betting once or twice a month. So it definitely hurts my business on Winnable selling picks because I don't have a lot of picks to sell y'all. But when I do have picks, it's insane, the results I'm getting. So I'm kind of segueing into that stage of professional sports betting where I don't need to gamble every single day. I might gamble once or twice a month, but when I come in hard, and I make a lot of money in a short amount of time. So that's what we're trying to do on Saturday. I have a ton of picks. I have over $15,000 invested in this card. I think if I sweep, I'm going to bring back around $68,000, and then I have a couple more bonus bets that DraftKings gave me. So I'm still in good standing with DraftKings, thank God. I am trying to disguise these bets as degenerate parlays, but I'm basically parlaying multiple picks that I like a lot. So that's the VIP picks. It's a lot of parlays that are like plus 250 to plus 500 payouts. So pretty big payouts. We really only need to hit 1 or 2 to profit. And we have 5 parlays total right now. Plus we'll have a couple bonus plays that I'll send out tonight. So that is normally $50. You can get it for $25. First 40 people that use promo code YouTube get 50% off. So use promo code YouTube at checkout. You get it for $25. You get all my VIP plays. And this will sell out quick. So go to winnable.com/SBE. Get your picks. Okay, let's talk about this main event. Reinier De Ridder versus Robert Whittaker. The blueprint to beat Whittaker is out. He's a top 5 middleweight in the UFC, but there's a couple guys that have really exposed him. They're both fighting for the championship. So you have Dricus du Plessis, the champ, and then you have Khamzat Chimaev. Both of them really pressured Whittaker, took the fight to him. DDP knocked him out round 2. And Chimaev just wrestled him for 4 minutes and then ultimately squeezed his head like a watermelon, and Whittaker's teeth caved back. Now, the biggest cope that I've heard from Whittaker supporters this week is, Whittaker had a pre-existing injury where that's happened to him before. And you're basically telling me that he has an injury to his teeth where if you squeeze his head, you'll get a quick tap. So RDR knows this. RDR is one of the highest fight IQ fighters in all of the UFC. He's a guy that's a freak, genetic freak, 6'4", massive for the division. And he's super intelligent too. He's a physical therapist, went to school, he's a doctor, practices PT, and he's all in, man. He's fighting at Killcliff in Florida. He moved his family out to Florida. And 2-sport champ in one. One is not Bellator, guys. One is not Bellator. You don't have to worry about guys coming in from one and sucking. Some of the best fighters in the world fight at one. So there's all that. And you're telling me that you think Whitaker will be fine because the only reason Chimaev beat him is because he squeezed his head and popped his teeth back. And that's a pre-existing injury. Okay, what do you think RDR is going to do to him? RDR is going to take him down, judo trip his ass, put him in the clinch, throw some knees to his stomach like he did Bo Nickel, and then throw him to the ground. And if you're telling me RDR doesn't even have to put in a real choke to get Whitaker to tap, he doesn't even need to put in a real submission. Whitaker will tap if you just squeeze his head. It's a nightmare matchup for Whitaker, guys. And the truth is, everybody wants to discredit RDR for beating Bo Nickel. But we saw Paul Craig versus Bo Nickel, man. We saw Cody Brundage versus Bo Nickel. These guys, those aren't top 10 fighters, but no one's going to make Bo Nickel look easier to beat than RDR would. I actually think Bo Nickel versus Chimaev might be something that happens, especially if Chimaev can beat DDP and then RDR takes the belt from Chimaev. Now RDR has schooled Chimaev and Bo Nickel. And I think Bo Nickel's closer to the top than people realize. I think they just don't understand that RDR's on another level above all these guys. So take RDR plus 145. That's what I locked him in at. Take RDR on the money line as an underdog. Take RDR to win by submission. I got it at plus 275. It was at plus 300 all week. I just couldn't get to a DraftKings state in time, but I got it plus 275. Amazing value on that. And I also like Robert Whitaker, less than 52.5 significant strikes. I don't think RDR is going to let Whitaker fire off 50 significant strike attempts, let alone land them. I think he's going to take it to the ground, and Whitaker's not going to be able to fire off that many significant strikes before the fight's over. I also love RDR. I'm giving you guys a lot of picks here, but the whole theme is we're betting on RDR. I also like Reinier De Ridder to be the champ of the middleweight division by the end of 2026. This is a futures bet. I got down on it at 80-1. It is now 40-1. So I got down 1,000 to win 80,000 on this, and then I got down 1,500 to win, I think 106,000 or something like that. It was at 70-1. I guess that'd be, I don't even know, a little over 100 grand, right? And then I checked the DraftKings app the next day. Somebody got in trouble because whoever let that bet go through, the manager didn't like it very much. They moved RDR down to 40-1. I got in at 80-1. As soon as I bet it, now it's 40-1. I still love it because the hedge opportunities. All we need is for Reinier De Ridder to beat Whitaker. Everybody who's beaten Whitaker, which is a short list of dudes, have gone on to win the title, or in Chimaev's case, fight for the title. We'll know the results of that soon. Every person to beat Whitaker has been champ. So if RDR beats Whitaker, I think he'll be champ too. Even if he doesn't win the championship though, we will be able to hedge. Because at 40-1, if you put 200 down, it's to win 8 grand. You can then turn around and bet 3 grand against Reinier De Ridder's opponent in the championship fight. Either way, you're good. So if you want to bet long term, I teach everybody on this channel, invest in the stock market, buy Bitcoin, take futures bets, think long term with your bankrolls. That's how you'll make money. That's how you'll be able to quit your job and do this full time like I do. It's a great futures bet. I got in at 80-1. I hate that they moved the line. I did not expect them to move the line that much. Good on them for doing it though, because they did make a mistake. I realized they made the mistake. I fired. They saw my bet. They're like, who the hell's this guy that's up 80 grand over the last 2 pay-per-views? Maybe we should, value what he's doing. So DraftKings is watching me closely. I'm going to keep disguising my bets, keep firing, keep trying to make it look like I'm an idiot that doesn't know what I'm doing. But, I'm coming for them. And I'm going to turn this bankroll. I turned it from 10,000 into 100,000. I'm taking it from 100 grand to $1 million this football season using college football, NFL, and UFC. So that's all I've got for you. Also, if you want to hop on my VIP, full football season includes UFC as well. Insane value to get both football leagues and UFC. UFC alone is worth the price. Normally $1,500. Use promo code USA. Stands for the United States of America. Promo code USA. You get $1,000 off. That's for the first 10 people. So promo code USA, get $1,000 off. That's all I've got for you guys. I'm gonna turn the truck on. I'm sweating my ass off out here, but I wanted the audio to be clean for y'all, so I turned the truck off. So you can thank me by liking this video, subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.